My own point of view, I think it was a very good game from both sides. I think the two teams, they tried to play. For us, we started the game very good. We had some few chances in the first few minutes, but we are not able to take the chances that we created. And as the game progresses, the Algerians, they became much stronger, and they were able to, coordinate very well and be able to control the game. The first 5 minutes, most of the chances that the Algerians had, I think it was our own proper mistake. So in this tournament, like I have said previously, experience matters a lot, and we are still paying for that. We lack the experience. We probably, as a player, we are used to play where there is no much pressure on the players, but we have seen that in this tournament, you need a whole lot of thinking, a whole lot of intelligence, a whole lot of situation to be able to control the game to your own advantage, which we have failed. We did that against Senegal. The first 5 minutes, we lost a lot of ball. Today, we did the same, losing a lot of ball. So when you lose a lot of ball and you have a team that is more composed, a team that is more mature, a team that knows what they're playing for, of course, you pay for it, and that is exactly what happened in the first half. In the second half, we brought in some changes, trying to see how we can be able, to push ahead, how we can be able to contain the pressure that the Algerians are bringing to us. And it was much better performance in the second half than what we did in the first half. We also had some few chances in the second half, but unfortunately, we are not able to take it. But like I said, football is all about creating chances and then taking your chances and then defending very well. And the Algerians, they did that perfectly, and today they won the game 3-0. So all I can say is congratulations to them, and I wish them all the best in their next game.
Thank you, sir.
Well, it is true that this is our last game in this AFCON, but it's also true that football does not end here. The most important thing for us now is when we get back to Tanzania, we see how we can bring the experience that we have seen here. It is obvious that we have to do a lot to improve on our quality. We have to develop our players. In Africa, sometimes we only dwell on talent, how talented is the player, but we forgot that the ability to process information is the key point in football. And it is clear that in Tanzania we are lacking that. So we have to go back to develop our players to be in a position to be able to process information, to be able to manage the game to their own advantage. And that's the only way we can go forward. And there is no hidden thing in football. Regardless of how we see it, everybody has different opinion when it comes to football. It's all being respected. But the important thing is you have to go back and look at your strengths. You have to go back and look at the areas you can improve your players. You have to go back to see how you can develop your football, where your players can be in a position to be able to compete. And it is totally clear that in this AFCON, for us coming here, whether anybody like it or not, it's a very big privilege for us. 39 years is not just a day. A lot of AFCON has come and gone. A lot of players have played and retired. New generations are coming. The game is continuing to change. So what left for us is to go back, bring back this experience, and see how we can develop our players so that when we have this opportunity again, we can be in a position to compete.
Thank you, sir. Sir?
I think we started on a weak note. Kevin Yordani is injured in our last game. Manola also has a contact. So I think also in this kind of game, it's an opportunity to see new players. It's an opportunity to give other players also the opportunity to be able to express themselves and see if they can fit into the plans, what you have in mind. So I don't think it's a week to us. We try from medical point of view to make sure that we are all equal balance in terms of which player do we field in that can help the team. And when from the medical point of view, there is there is a confirmation that these players cannot help you. So there is no need feeding them, there is no need bringing them. But for we, you know, regardless of what people think, you see, sometimes in life you can't eat your cake and have it. The Algerians, when you look at African history, when it comes to football, they have a lot of pedigrees. When you look at the Senegalese, they have a lot of pedigrees. But they all went through process of building. They didn't just arrive immediately. They also went through process of challenges, and they told themselves that we can improve. And I think this is the experience we're talking about. I was privileged to play in AFCON 1994. And there is no doubt about it when you look at the players then, that a new player or a new team that comes into the tournament requires a lot of experience, because there is always a way you can manage the game to your advantage than new teams coming into the team. And exactly, Tanzania, we should be grateful first that we qualify for the AFCON. That is how I look at it. Sometimes in life, when you don't appreciate what God did for you, you seem to forget that it is not your strength that made it to be where you are. I'm grateful for the occasion to be the coach, to be in AFCON. I'm grateful for my players that they have the privilege in their lifetime to be part of this AFCON. And I hope when we go back, we can bring in what we have seen here, and then we continue to develop and see how we can grow as a team.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Gamal.